Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And now we're working. Now we're cooking with grease. Chat. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. I finally got my OBS to work. Well, not my OBS, my Stream Deck to work. Some shit was going on with it for a while, and I had to manually click on the scenes, but I finally got the Stream Deck to work. And I also got a lot of alert. I actually did some digging on um, the alerts and all that shit. So I got all that coming in today, hopefully. And you guys should be able to see chat this time. You guys should be able to see chat. I gotta wait for uh something to come on. But other than that, yeah. Other than that, we be chilling. Anakin, what's going on, man? What's going on? You're early. You're early. I'm surprised you're here early. I ain't mad at it either. But yeah, I finally got my Stream Deck to work. I've got a couple of alerts here as well. And you guys should be able to see chat now. Yeah, there we go. You guys should be able to see chat now. So which is very, very nice. And you guys will finally hear alerts. You guys will finally hear like if someone follows, if something, I get rated, or I get followed on Kick, or I get followed on, or I get a subscriber on YouTube. I'll be able to get I'll be able to get an alert now, and we'll actually be able to see it happening. So that's huge. So this time it should be really nice. This time I'm here early because I have my first students soon, so I'll have to go in like 20 minutes. Oh, hey, you good? Hey, you good? All good. Hey, that's dope though. That's awesome. I wish you luck on that, and I hope it all goes good. Yeah, dude, chat on the side is very nice. Like I said, it's finally a nice little touch. I finally was able to dig into it and get it ready to go, ready to roll. So now, chat will be displayed and all that fish. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very nice. So, okay. Anywho, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. But now it's time. All right, it's time for the main shit to happen. All right, it's time for us to get started on chapter 25, Everglowing Justice. This should be very fun. I'm so excited. This is one that I've been very looking forward to. Yeah. We start Everglowing Justice today. I'm super excited to see how this is gonna go. The music already going crazy. So this should be very, very interesting. And we got someone watching on Kick. Yo, that's dope. What's going on, dude? From the person on Kick, welcome. I also have the display for you guys to see the viewers on Kick and YouTube, because that's where I'm streaming at. So you guys will be able to see a little bit of everything on that. I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen with Kick, what's gonna happen with the streaming on Kick. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. It's a very fun chapter, I must say. Not my faves, but definitely very good. Okay. Okay. Well, I won't get my hopes up too high then. I just like Echo. I like her character. I like her character design. And the music going fucking wild already. The violin and the orchestra, man. All right, here we go. I wonder why you guys can't see my YouTube view count, which is kind of weird, but oh well. I guess it is what it is. I'll have to get that fixed. Music in here is top 5. Oh yeah, 100%. Music on here. I can already tell this music is gonna go crazy. So, all right, without further ado, let's get started. Episode 1, Buried Nightmare. Oh, we're starting off with a fight right off the bat. Okay, I ain't mad about that. Okay, here we go. Don't be afraid. Run. Run out of this place. Oh, wow. We are starting off hot. Right off the bat. That's crazy. The purple-haired construct awakes in the sound of flickering bonfire. She sits straight, relaxing deeply. Or exhaling deeply. You'll see soon enough. Okay. Sounds good. Despite the many times she reassures herself that no one can find her here, her nightmares never get any less frightening. Omnipresent, and they always eat away her flesh and bones like countless imperceptible insects. Is this the Echo's doing? The dimly glowing armor thumps quietly, lowering her head toward the purple-haired girl. I'm okay, Cecily. So the Echo is Cecily? And please don't call me by that name again. I'm Echo now. Thought you were Lena. You were Lena and now you're Echo? I thought the knight was Echo. Echo seems to be responding to the thrumming armor or perhaps talking to herself. Bending down to the dust of her shoes, she notices the fluttering flame in the corner of her eyes when caused the intense explosion. Memories of the past inevitably rush back into her mind, seemingly transporting her back to that day through the flame. Okay. Hey, we got 2 viewers on Kick. We moving up a little bit. Welcome to the viewers on Kick. Welcome to the viewers on YouTube. We are just now starting on chapter 25. That day. Oh, okay. Oh, the piano going crazy right off the bat. Don't look back. Keep running. Weren't you going to pursue your justice? Aren't you going to end this darkness? Don't look back. Run. Keep running. You have to get away from here. You have to get away. The piercing scream is struck in her throat, the rusty scent of blood stopping her from shouting the name out loud. All she can do is follow. Oh, God, the piano! All she can do is follow her body's instincts and keep running forward. That seems the only way she can escape the nightmare in her heels. That day. Yo. All right, here we go. Okay, now this is where we're back. We're in Constellia. No, we're not. We're not in Constellia. Wait a minute. Whoa, who is that? Is that Lena? That can't be Lena. Ah, dude, they're going crazy already just off the bat. I'm so confused. Hold on. I do like that. I like the top corner where you could see everyone kind of talking. Oh, the music. Dude, the violin. My favorite. So that is Lena. Okay, that's what I thought. Ooh! I like her moveset. She's very flashy. Bah! She's like Bianca, but like more flashy. Oh, God! Dude, we're going crazy with the fucking scenes already. Oh, God. Cecily. Oh, and it's English dubbed. Oh, it's Cecily.
Elisa, what's happening?
Oh, it's the same voice
Lena
actor.
Said there's a commotion in the labs, so not as many guards are pursuing us.
Oh, dude.
Now's the best chance to leave.
God damn.
Let's go then. Be careful.
Oh, dude, we started off hot.
This is the first time we fought together, isn't it?
Oh? God, dude, I like this. Damn!
I
Ha!
trust that you have my back, Cecily.
Cecily. That's a name. Wow.
Focus and fear. Drop your veil of ignorance. Focus and fear. Corrected that. Must end in life.
Oh yeah, that man got cooked right off the bat.
Let our determination cut through the darkness. Focus and fear.
Oh, we're stuck in a corner.
Drop your veil of ignorance.
So why does Lena look wait? Now this is the part that's confusing me. Why does Lena look completely different than what Echo's looking at? So if this is I can't tell if we're in the past or if we're in the future or present right now. From what it looks like, we're in the past. And that Lena is, I'm guessing, someone. You'll see. It's a confusing chapter. Okay, that's what yeah, I was going to say. I'm very confused right now. It's full of flashbacks. Okay. I see now. It's full of flashbacks. Makes sense now. Okay. The unsettling whispers keep haunting her until her first glow of daylight sting her eyes. Echo's mind is still hurting slightly. The armor puts a hand on her shoulder, seemingly hoping for her to rest a little longer. However, hold on. Let's bring you guys up like right there. That way we're not interfering with the talk over the scenes. There we go. There is no time. Oh God, how did she say it? Cecily? No. Cicely. There's no time, Cecily. Her gaze briefly stays on the terminal imprinted with the black antlers. Standing up nimbly, Echo cleans up her face and shakes off her exhaustion. This is the closest conversation area to that place. If Lena escaped, this is the most likely place she'd be. Okay, so Lena, I'm guessing, is someone completely different than what Echo is. Interesting. She called herself Lena whenever we were in Ivor's Warper chapter. Now we're here. I have to find her, no matter what. Echo bites her lip, trying her best not to consider the worst case scenario. Having secured Cecily, she enters the conservation area alone. Okay. It's been a long time since that incident at the Hetero Tower. As the boundary of the clean zone gets clearer and clearer, conservation areas inside the clean zone are gradually developed. Despite how the punishing virus still ravages other areas, how the hetero creatures are still evolving in secret, and how the path ahead lies is still uncertain. A glimmer of hope is enough for humanity to spring back with surprising vigor. They take the route that has tattered Earth and grew anew. This conservation area is still situated at the edge of the clean zone. Many constructs are traveling to and from, likely exploring the border of the clean zone. Oh, have you heard? The guy even Commandant is coming to the conservation area. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming this is before we go to Fort Winter. So I'm assuming right now, where we're at right now, is before we get into Fort Winter. Like, before that even happens. This is just like a little where she's at backstory wise. Is it the good even Captain Mr. Compton? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not. So this is after. Okay, I thought this was a flashback of before we even hit Fort Winter. This is after. Okay, now I see now. I heard from a friend that the captain is locked up at the Ascendant without authorization. Oh, I didn't know anything about it. I was only told by a friend from the management who said the Commandant was coming here to investigate the missing humans. This is post Spiral of Chronos and Fort Winter, I believe. That's what I'm. Well, yeah, that's okay. That's what I assumed, just because with him just saying that the missing captain. So Lucia's nowhere to be seen at the moment, which implies that we are probably post Spiral of Chronos. We for sure are post Spiral of Chronos, but I believe we are also post Fort Winter. I suppose those big shots were too busy for us. Maybe they're starting an investigation again after the rumors of the Hero creatures eating humans in the nearby conservation areas? Oh, that's disgusting. This is the patch when I started playing. It's been a while since I read it again. Oh, you're chilling. Oh, that's pretty dope, though, that you started right around this. Grey Raven Commandant. Echo pretends to organize the boxes nearby while quietly remembering this information. Now, wait a minute. I thought she was being headhunted by the Purifying Force. Why is she being buddy-buddy with these people? Or do they just not know that she's being hunted down? She has heard of the Grey Raven Commandant. That's interesting. Grey Raven. Okay, now this is Lena. I heard their Commandant is a very special human. The Commandant has been active on the front lines, fighting against the punishing virus non-stop to reclaim the Earth. The Commandant would protect Grey Raven, and Grey Raven would risk their life to save the Commandant. Hey, we just got that. It's just building that trust. Does a squad really like that really exist? Yes, we do. You see it all the time. You're talking about it right now. Even if it does, what are the chances that everyone could run into a team and a Commandant like that? Very high. Don't look at me like that. I never thought of it. I never thought of what it would be like working with that Commandant. Well, you about to get firsthand what it's going to be like. I just don't want another fool losing their life over sentiments that might not even exist. Interesting. In that hazy, unclear memory. Although the details are missing, the speakers seem to believe every word said. Why do I look up to the chief? Perhaps it's because I've heard a lot of battle reports about the chief. In the beginning, it was just scores and data from the school announcement, but later, Kowloon, Puwala Forest Park, Copperfield Aquarium, the Hetero Tower. As a regular human, the chief has accomplished many impossible feats on the battlefield. More importantly, no matter how horrible this war becomes, the chief never stops holding. We got to. I got people to protect, people to see, and things to do. A heart of integrity. Echo snaps out of her daze. Fortunately, the two constructs opposite of her have not noticed anything strange. Oh, it's gotta be too late. If the Hero creatures really were eating humans, there wouldn't be anything left to be found. What's the point of coming now? Anything else interesting? I don't think so. I heard the Purifying Force is hunting some experimental construct, maybe? Nothing concrete, though. The information hasn't really been passed here, and I haven't seen what the test subject looks like. I just heard the construct has purple hair. The constructs with purple hair are everywhere. Look, there's one right there. He nods towards Echo casually. It escaped experimental construct wouldn't have stayed inside the clean zone anyway. Probably went outside a long time ago. Stop worrying about that. Let's get back to patrolling. I'd hate to see more Hero creatures on the outskirts of our defenses. The constructs begin to walk away as they talk. Echo takes a small breath of relief. Small droplets of sweat seep from her palms, moisturizing the cracked artificial skin that she has not taken care of for a while. Luckily, Babylonia's arrest warrant has not reached the conservation. Okay, this hasn't reached this area yet, which is good to know. At the edge of the clean zone yet. Taking out a handkerchief to wipe away the sweat, Echo looks down to avoid the two constructs round. Perhaps surrendering to Babylonia is also a valid choice of atonement. She does not fear death, but now is not the time. She cannot die like that yet. She must find Lena. Okay, so Lena's completely different. And we're at Constellia now. Okay, and it's Dulcinea. Interesting. The mechanoid girl with the white hair stands before the simulation machine, comparing her data in her hands with intense focus. She's about to perform the next simulation. Her comms terminal starts ringing in this vacant room. Dulcinea. He stops talking as he sees the blinking simulation machine behind Dulcinea from the corner of his eye. You're still doing simulations? Yes, I'm trying to place different data samples in varying situations to simulate diverging stories. In different scenarios with desperate, intimidating incidents, the same two sets of data will produce drastically dissimilar stories. Right. You're still obsessed with that ending, aren't you? I'm not sure, but having noticed my desire to continue this endeavor, I decided to do so. Okay. I'm using 2 sets of data samples I previously used during Pilot Clash, repeated simulations on very different results to switch up the scenarios. Which 2 data samples have you been using? The Grey Raven Commandant and the individual named Echo. Okay, hey, we are destined to meet. If she's doing simulations on that, we are destined to meet. Those 2, huh? Samandes thinks in silence briefly before gently smiling. I think the story that happens in the real world would always come to be more fascinating than the one simulated. The real world. Having lived in Constellia ever since she was born, Dulcinea does not seem to have a concrete concept of the real world. What would a story in the real world look like? Do you want to go out and find out yourself? Go out? But you charged me to stay in Constellia to keep the other awakened machines safe. Don't worry about it. I'll transfer a part of the management clearance to the other associates. Just follow your heart. I have a feeling that something's gonna happen to her the moment she steps out. She's gonna be too curious, and something's gonna happen. The blinking lights of the simulation machine begin to dim one by one, and the giant machine eventually stops humming. The mechanoid girl with the white hair is now nowhere to be found in this vacant room. Okay, that is certainly one way to start the chapter, for sure. Here we go. Episode 2, World Without Order. This is the conservation area that sits at what is currently detected as the border of the clean zone. I would say that was a great intro. I agree 100%. That was a great intro. Okay. With the CPF and the Everglowing Tower, there is almost no punishing virus here. But with its proximity to the edge of the clean zone, this area is still occasionally disturbed by hetero creatures and corrupted. However, occasionally has been what? Occasionally has been happening a little too frequently these days. Conservation areas update their missing persons registry regularly. Given the situation on the surface, it is no surprise to find people missing every now and then. However, it is inevitably for someone to notice that 3 nearby conservation areas have all been repeatedly submitting reports of the hetero creatures related missing persons for an extended period of time. Are the frequent appearances of the hetero creatures the real culprits of those missing people? Commandant? Okay, now here we are. Your wandering mind recalled. You closed the report in your hand to look out. The barren landscape files past you outside the window, indicating the long distance between you and the conservation area ahead. I'm okay. I was just spacing out. So, you didn't hear a word I was saying during my mission briefing just now? Oh, look. Putting down his terminal, Lee turns to look at you, resignedly.
I was listening. Hetero creature-related missing persons.
Silica tallied the missing person reports from the last cycle, and incidents of hetero creatures-related missing persons are found in the conservation area 101, 107, 108, 109, near the border of the clean zone. These occurrences have been happening in this stretch of connected conservation areas for a while. Given the strange phenomenon that happened in the globular forest around the Everglowing Tower previously, the military hypothesized that powerful hetero creatures may be residing in the surroundings of this area, or ascendants. This was not the Grey Raven's mission initially, however, thinking back to the first group of Constellia residents you met. The Clean Zone? There's the dangers even found in the outskirts of Clean Zone? Yeah, oh wait, that was the girl. Oopsies. Yeah, many people went missing in conservation areas that are on the border of the Clean Zone and you haven't been found. The higher-ups just called them hetero creature-related missing persons, but my friend was staying around there. I wrote him after I settled down, but his father replied and said he had returned because of it. My sister was there. The residents talk among themselves. Despite their calm expressions, every story they recall is tainted with blood.
Did Babylonia never look into it?
Some come to investigate every once in a while, but those hetero creatures are tricky bastards. They never show up when they are Babylonian stations here. Oh, speaking of which, aren't you a commandant from Babylonia? If you have the chance, only if you have the chance, and that is, can you Go check it out. We're not asking you to do anything. It's just that.
I will.
That's wonderful. That was why you sought out this mission after you noticed it. Lee frowns, turning to the next slide of the mission briefing. We're about to arrive at Conservation Area 109, which is the closest conservation area to 112, the one destroyed by heterogeneous creatures previously. Our mission is to investigate the cause of the missing persons while searching for their whereabouts in the surrounding area. That's about it. Lee quickly finishes the briefing, having noticed that you started spacing out again.
How long until we arrive at 109?
Whew. We're almost there. It's right ahead. Gray structures that start appearing in the horizon right as he says that. As you approach the conservation area, you notice residents coming out to harvest vegetables and fruits as reserves. Perhaps the existence of the clean zone has provided them enough comfort that the residents do not seem to be in despair. Instead, they watch the heavy military vehicle passing by with curiosity. Lee carefully inspects your protective suit once more to make sure everything is flawless before opening the door and letting you out. Now, are we in the power armor, or are we back in the exoskeleton? The sound of the commotion immediately draws your attention the moment you land. Hey, this is our land. Pick your fruits elsewhere. But this place. Did I not make myself clear? Unsatisfied with the answer, the aggressive man takes a swing at the other person. Whoa! What? You already throwing hands like that?
Stop!
Oh! Oh shit! We already meet her right off the bat. Fucking wild. All right. Okay. Hey, 2 episodes. This is the quickest we met the person. The quickest we met this person. I believe this is the quickest we met any of the people in the story so far. A female construct you did not know shows up next to them before you can say anything, grabbing the man's wrist. I've read the regulations of the conservation areas. In Chapter 3, oh god, I forgot, she is by the book. In Chapter 3, Article 8, the rules regarding the resources and supplies clearly state that the produce outside the conservation area farms are free to gather and pick. Just throwing hands in Chapter 2. I would just say, he did not care. He was like, these hands are rated E for everybody. Regulations? Who gives a damn about regulations in a world like this? Do those regulations fill our stomachs? No. Regulations don't feed, but they do protect. You're not the only person living off this land. Everyone gets to live if you just follow the rules. Why won't you do so? It's none of your fucking business. The angry man tries to break free of the girl's grip, but the construct with purple hair does not relent, staring right into the man's eyes without fear. Hey, I can respect that.
She's right. The resources aren't personal assets. You can't evict her.
And who the hell are you? Hearing your voice, the angry man turns to look at you, only to find Lee standing with you, fully armed in armor. Hey, Lee, we gonna do some shit to you if you don't back the fuck up. He flinches, his voice quieting down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do I need to repeat the regulations of conservation areas to you? Just my luck. The man spits on the ground and scowls at the timid woman before turning around and leaving. The woman, trembling silently, despite seemingly having something she wants to say. Her lips quake before she eventually turns around and leaves, running into the woods behind her. Lee is a menace. Yeah, I'm saying Lee's got that dog in him. Now this is where we're gonna get to the juicy parts. This is where she's either gonna remember me, or I'm gonna say I'm the commandant, and she's gonna be like, oh. The purple-haired girl seems accustomed to the scenes like this. Gently wiping off the stains on her cuffs, she turns to depart. Okay, never mind. She's just gonna leave. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Excuse me.
Surprised and confused, the girl turns back to you.
Are you a construct stationed in the conservation area?
And you are? Oh, this reaction is going to be very interesting.
I'm the Grey Raven Commandant from the Babylonia Task Force.
Okay, hold on. You are not sure why she visibly tenses up upon hearing your identification. I'm not from the conservation area. I'm just passing through. Huh, okay. Now, I thought you were looking out for... Yeah, I was gonna say reveal time. Come on now, what you not saying here? If that's all, goodbye. She performs an extremely complicated set of gestures to seemingly bid you farewell before quickly walking away. Okay, not what I was expecting, but hey, reaction's a reaction, I guess.
Lee, what was she doing?
I think that's a salute of taking leave and written on the World Government Rules of Etiquette, 3rd edition. I like that Lee also knows that he's by the book too.
That's a thing?
I ran into this book by chance when I was organizing the old data in my database. Who still follows rules of etiquette nowadays?
Anyway, let's head inside to the conservation area first.
The construct does not look hostile. It is not uncommon for constructs on the surface to dislike Babylonia after all. Now, that's interesting. Well, no, because there are people who are in Babylonia that don't like Babylonia. So okay. Your top priority right now is to enter the conservation area to investigate the hetero creature related missing persons. Oh, fuck me. I keep yawning. Maintaining a safe distance in the case she needs to run away, Echo hides in the woods nearby, carefully observing the activities near the conservation area. They have not noticed anything unusual, it seems. The Grey Raven Commandant from Babylonia. Lena said that the Grey Raven Commandant is trustworthy. Now, I'm going to assume that Lena was Cerebus' squad Commandant, and Echo was like the captain. I'm going to assume that that's kind of what it was. If that's what it is. Gladdy Rioli. Hello. Welcome. We are episode 2, I think, into the chapter 25. So welcome. But yeah, that's my guess. I have a feeling Lena was the commandant for Cerebus or Caribou, and Lena or Echo was the captain before getting transferred, or something happened with the Spiral Chronos, because I remember a flashback on that too. Despite how hazy Echo was in Constellia, she remembers Sika saying that she looked up to the Grey Ribbon Commandant and hoped to become someone like the Commandant. Although the Commandant didn't speak up earlier, Echo was still unsure if she can take the risk. Can she bet on the chance that the Commandant does know she is currently being pursued, or that the Commandant will help her destroy the place and find Lena, even when knowing she is wanted? I'll be honest, I do not remember who Lena is. Too much time passed. Hey, you're good. I was just saying, I know this chapter happened a little over a year ago. Listen, time is short. You have to find the armor and take her away from here. What about you, Lena? What are you? I'm coming to get you. Me? Don't worry about where I am. Lena's voice sounded frail. Okay, so she's frail. Okay. There's a commotion in the lab, so no one's paying attention to you. You're in the lab, aren't you? 1 year and a half, more or less. Jeez, this game's been out for a fat minute. It's been what, 4 years? Because it came out in 2019, I think. No, yeah. 5 years, a little over 5 years, I think. Dude, the music is so fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, the music is just so good. Stop worrying about me. Don't look back. Keep running. I'll find my way out. Where'd you? God, dude, this fucking the violin, man. Weren't you gonna pursue your justice? Weren't you gonna end this darkness? And the drums. Run. Keep running. You have to get away from here. You have to get away. The O's goes crazy, dude. The O's is absolutely insane. I hope we get to hear it when we get to fight the boss, whoever the boss is. During the mysterious commotion, Lena guided her to connect with the armor sister and escape, but she and her mind almost got severely damaged during the battle. Okay, I'm gonna do something after this. Afterward, she only held a vague memory, where she evaded her pursuers and separated with the armor, living in disguise as Lena with the terminal Lena. Okay, now that's what I was about to ask. So I'm guessing what we're seeing now is way, way, way before she even transferred to Iris Warbler. This shit's happening like Washington Squad Caribou, and I'm guessing the knight, which we saw in Iris Warbler, was trapped, but in a sense, it was just hiding, and she went under the code name Lena, so that way she could be okay, and then switch to Echo. Makes a lot of sense now. Perhaps her mind was subconsciously trying to protect her from distress, or her mind had suffered some complications after the damages. She could not recall any details of that period at that time. One of my students going to be here soon. I think that's when I leave. Hey, you good. Hey, and hey, you enjoy. Teach them kids everything you know. Hey, just enjoy the day. As always, have a great day. Much love, dude. Hey, all love. All love. You get on out of here. You have a good day. And, be safe. So, everyone else, hey, we're just going to keep on going. We're going to keep on rolling. Erican, again, I thank you for coming out. All love, and you be safe. I'll see you around. By the time she was fully conscious again, the armor was right in front of her. Her mind hummed as her sister called out for her desperately.
We are dead souls buried in the past. Echoes reforged from lust and sin.
Okay.
But not. Lena is from Iris Warbler.
Where is Lena then? Lena has always keeps her word. If she said she would find her way out, she would have definitely escaped. Echo stares in the fences around the conservation area, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. This is the closest conservation area that take place. If Lena escaped the explosion, she must have passed through here. If Lena did not manage to escape, Echo would return to the place they called Utopia to destroy everything and find her. Although Echo has not found any information on the Aurora Squadron in the conservation areas on her way here, she firmly believes that the sinful swarm must still exist. Okay, that's new. As the first wave of the conservation area residents who headed out to gather fruit start returning, the woods are getting noisier. Echo closes her eyes and thinks for a second before turning around and departing. Huh. Okay. Episode 3, Connected Clues. Opening the data report, you find entries of people from Conservation Area 109 who went missing from the past few quarters due to the Shadow Creature attacks. The data is indeed highly unusual. The people lost in the Shadow Creature attack should have been healthy adults laboring outside, but most of them are mentioned in the report fall into the age brackets of 10 to 15 and 50 to 60. I've compilated the data from the Conservation Area's 108 reports. The results are similar to the one you're holding. Either the staff from both of these conservation areas have been collectively lost their minds and forged the data, or
they didn't go missing because of the Shadow Creatures.
Lee's expression turns solemn. We have to open the investigation again. Terminal rings right as he says that. The mail on the Science Council has timely arrived.
Updates?
Ooh! I like the sound effects. Sound effects are coming up a little bit more now, which is very nice to see. You deftly extract the information from the mail, rearranging the words as they leap from page to page to form the hidden message. Whenever records in progress. Interesting. These
are all Babylonia records on minor outposts destroyed by Shadow Creatures.
These brief words contain countless tears and blood. Lee turns quiet. He knows as well as you do what it means the names of those small outposts appear in the report on Fort Winter.
Conservation Area 112 isn't far away from us. Maybe we should check it out first.
Understood. I'll go prepare our ride. Lee turns around to leave the room without a moment of hesitation. The words continue to flicker on the terminal under the dim lights. Clearly, Asimov wants you to investigate Conservation Area 112 and find something to connect the dots by sending you the message. Still, there can be any clues left after. Can there still be any clues left after such a long time? You hear the doorknob turning.
Is our ride ready?
Oh, okay. Instead of Lee, the construct with purple hair you saw earlier today walks in.
Hello?
You covertly press the alarm button on your terminal to notify Lee of the unexpected situation here. Hello, Grey Raven Commandant. You may call me Echo. I'm a construct from Utopia. Now is Utopia... I thought you were defective. Utopia? I thought... Hold on now. You playing games with me at the moment.
Echo.
The purple-haired girl looks a little tense. Gently closing the door, she makes sure that no one can spot her inside the room before saluting to you with a complicated greeting salute like she did during the day.
World Government Rules of Etiquette, 3rd edition.
I'm here to propose an alliance. It can't hurt to be meticulous with my manners.
An alliance? What do you want?
I want you to lend me your strength to take down Utopia, Aurora Squadron's secret laboratory base. Oh, wow, you just dropped a bomb on me. That's crazy. I met you for not even like 5 minutes and you're telling me that you need my help to destroy something. She looks up to you, her eyes ablaze with resolution, yet somehow you still sense a hint of uncertainty in her expression. Aurora Squadron. Sounds like a military unit, but you do not recall such a team in Babylonia.
You said you came from Utopia. What is Utopia?
Echo hesitates upon hearing your question.
I've never heard of a Utopia or an Aurora Squadron.
She pauses for a second before slowly speaking again. Utopia is one of the Aurora Squadron's base. It is a large laboratory base. They routinely report to a place in Babylonia called Kurino. Well, now we're gonna have to get involved. You must have heard of Kurino, given that you're also from Babylonia, Grey Raven Commandant. If you lend me your help, I will let you keep all the contents and data from Utopia after we destroy it.
Kurino? Could the Aurora Squad be Kurino's private force?
You did hear about private military units being deployed by some Kurino leadership when you were on Babylonia.
Why do you want to work with me?
She could have easily bargained with Babylonia directly with information like this. Hearing that, Echo frowns, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. I'm looking for your help because I've heard your name mentioned by a lot of people. They all spoke highly of you. They said you have a heart of integrity. Okay. I'm out of options. I have to bet that you believe me. As for Babylonia, I can't seek Babylonia's help because I'm being pursued by them at the moment. Oh, you done just fucked up. You better be lucky that I'm gonna be like, okay, well. Pursued by Babylonia.
Pursued by Babylonia? Could it be your Kurino's escaped test subject? Or should I call you Lena?
You must have also received a notification on Kurino test subject that the Purifying Force is after Commandant. The Kurino test subject is armed with special weapons and is highly dangerous. Do not engage if you encounter her. Report to the Purifying Force immediately. Now, we ain't really gonna do that now. We're just gonna be like, well, don't fuck up and I won't tell them. Please be careful if you run into her, Commandant. Liv has warned you about this before your mission. Lena, an Iris former member, was captured by a mysterious armor-like test subject in Constellia before disappearing. The incident caused quite a stir within the task force. Okay, hey, hold on now. She puts her hands up, indicating that she has no intention to attack. I'm not Lena, even though I was indeed one of Utopia's test subjects, but I'm not your enemy. I can't easily explain the relationship between Lena and me, but everything will be clear once we find Utopia. I'm just here to ask for your help. I'm running out of time. I have to find Utopia, and I must find her. Babylonia's people are close. I found more trails of the Aurora Squadron after I left the conservation area this morning. I can't let them find me. I have to do this because if they catch me, that is why I'm hoping to offer the experiment data from Utopia in exchange for your help. She bites her lip and stops speaking.
It's hard to make a deal with an empty promise.
Colonel, the armor-like test subject in the large laboratory base. Whether it is military or colonel, they always withhold some information when sharing data with the science council. The only way to completely crush their hopes is to prove it wrong from the roots. If this construct is telling the truth, this may be a desperate but critical move in Asimov's plan. Still, it is unwise to act so hastily. The incident in Constellia is mystifying, and intel regarding the escaped test subject, Lena, has been clearly obfuscated. Still, those are enough good enough reasons to start working with this unknown construct, so... I have information regarding the missing persons, and I know they're related to the Utopia. Okay, now you better not be bluffing on that. That's some big intel you have.
You mean...
Almost everyone in this conservation area knows that the Grey Ribbon Commandant is coming here to investigate the missing persons. I can offer you leads. I'm certain that Utopia has something to do with the missing persons. There were often constructs or humans joining us when I was living in Utopia. Some of them came willingly as I sought a life there, while some were taken there. I can take you to where one of the branches of Utopia is based to find those missing residents. But I can't possibly tell you everything at once. This information is my only leverage, which is fair. I can respect that. The girl before you seems to be taking extra care with her words. Work with me, and I'll slowly tell you everything. Everything about Utopia in the Aurora Squadron. Otherwise, she looks up resolutely. You should know that I'm the only person who knows Utopia intimately enough to lead you to the secret base. The construct looks at you, unfaltering.
Is she trustworthy? If she is one of Kurano's, what is her objective? Laying a trap to capture me? Still, being an escaped Kurano test subject, it is a precautious position to be in this situation.
Back in Constellia, the mission assigned to you was to retrieve the test subject, and the Purifying Force was clearly tasked by someone to destroy the test subject before you and Vanessa made your move. Poppin' P.
Sika, is everything okay?
The young commandant looks concerned as she organizes the reports on Constellia. I can't help but feel weird about the final report on this mission.
Is it because of what happened to Lena?
Yes. Something about it still feels wrong. Lena only encountered the Colonel test subject because she was protecting us. However, why could she connect directly with the Colonel test subject when she was a Caribou member? Why did the military show no doubt whatsoever in her identity to issue the arrest warrant immediately? Is it possible that...
Something is wrong with Lena's identity?
I don't want to cast any doubt on it, but...
You're just speculating, no doubting. Not doubting.
Sika seems to have been trapped in this uncertainty ever since she came back from the Constellia. The timing on Colonel's appearance, the Purifying Force's entry, Lena, the Colonel test subject report, a report locked behind clearance. She presses her brows forwardly.
Maybe you should just trust your gut feeling.
Sika ponders on your words. You're right. I shouldn't agonize over it so much. Lena is part of my team, and at the end of the day, I need to find out her whereabouts. But my hands are tied right now, and I can't investigate any further. Can I ask you for a favor, Poppin' P? Looking up, Sika becomes her usual self once more.
Shoot.
If you find out anything about Lena when you're on your surface, please don't report it to the Purifying Force immediately. Contact General Wells or President Hazen directly. We can't let Lena fall into the Colonel's hands. It's just my speculation, but for Colonel, Lena may be the most important key in this situation.
I'll consider it.
Now we're here.
I still don't trust you, but if this is just a temporary alliance...
Receiving your confirmation, Echo looks visibly more relaxed, even though she is still trying her best to look steady and collected. You give her a temporary terminal as a way to contact each other. Having confirmed when to meet with you in the future and how to contact you, she quickly steps out the door and leaves. Commandant? Lee leaps into the room through the window on the side dexterously. He has been guarding outside the door since he received your alarm earlier, but you don't signal him to wait inside instead of charging in. Should we trust her? The timing on her appearance is quite convenient. You just arrived for the investigation on the missing persons, and Asimov's message clearly came a moment before Echo showed up, claiming herself to be one of Colonel's test subjects.
Very convenient indeed. Still, we can't just leave her like this.
If the Purifying Force finds her and sends her back to Colonel, Babylonia will lose an important bargaining chip. That didn't seem like a trap from Colonel. She felt too inexperienced to be a Colonel-trained soldier. Her perception was so bad that she couldn't even detect my presence. And why would she call herself Echo if she was Lena? There's too many questions surrounding her. I don't think we should work with her, Commandant.
That's what makes me more curious about her intention.
If the missing persons from the conservation area are related to some plan of Colonel, though risky, this may prove extremely valuable later on. Even if this Echo was lying, she still must know something about the people who went missing in these conservation areas. How else could she come up with a companion in a trap happen to travel through all the areas related to the missing incidents? I still think it's too risky. Lucy isn't back yet, and Liv is still helping with the reconstruction of Constellia. And this construct has never shown up on Babylonia's radar apart from the time in Constellia to work with an enigmatic figure.
I still have you with me.
That's not a reason for you to take the risk on your own, Commandant.
But it is indeed an opportunity.
If this gamble pays off, you will have taken out one of Colonel's laboratories. I was gonna say, we were doing some good work if we do this. If not, you will still be able to bring the Colonel test subject back to Babylonia. I'll request extra support. In the meantime, be extra careful.
I will.
Not so very. Okay, now. Chat, this is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is a very strong beginning that I like a lot. This is a very strong beginning. Believing that she has returned to where she secured the armor unnoticed, Echo sits beside the armor while fiddling with the temporary terminal from the Grey Raven Commandant with her eyes lowered in deep thoughts. She can feel that the Commandant did not fully trust her. That is fair. If such a legendary Commandant from Babylonia trusted a random construct right away, Echo would have felt even more uneasy. It is fine. She does not need trust. She only ever has one goal. She will destroy Utopia. Okay. Interesting enough. Alright, episode 4. To each their own. Dim light simulated by the weather system shines through the windows of the conference room in Babylonia headquarters. The morning meeting is coming to an end, and oppressive air fills the room as Nikolai frowns while waiting the remaining few reports. Any news on the oh my god. Any news on the Coronel test subject? Not yet. The task force on the surface is investigating along the way. There have been a few sightings of the purple-haired construct here and there, but nothing concrete.
And the Purifying Force?
Nothing from them either. Isurus's team is still searching on the surface. Things are complicated down there. Even by casting a wide net to search, it's still going to take some time.
Expand the search party. We have to retrieve the construct before our Colonel dies.
That test subject represents something more than just Colonel's secret research. If we take this opportunity to reinstate Iris Warbler, we can't. We have to be careful not to rattle them. Not to mention, this finessing WGAA had to do even to keep Iris Warbler around. Some people from the Parliament are even hoping to make use of Lena's disappearance to disband the squad for treason. Even though everyone knows the real reason why they didn't want Iris Warbler to be reinstated. Nikolai sneers. Undoubtedly, some people would love for Iris Warble to stop being associated as the discoverers of Constellia. Well flips through the report on the terminal. Strikehawk is investigating the border of the clean zone. Most of the other teams are carrying on missions. Disregarding the official squads, what about Scarab? They should be standing by on Babylonia.
Shorthalt from Skylab went missing with their previous mission. Our locator shows his last known location being flooded by the red tide. We've sent drones to search for the area. No body was found, but it's confirmed that there is no possibility of survival. The military has marked Shorthawk as KIA. Discord has been assigned to Scarab to fill the vacancy, but I won't suggest sending them to the surface right now. What about Dark Ares? No one's fame is clear. Dark Ares have received their assignment and entered the clean zone area stationed there. Dark Ares.
It's still too risky to send them. Given their precautious ties to Kurno, we should assign them some simpler missions toward the outskirts of the clean zone for now, in case we need backup. And we've received the security footage from Constellia. Lena seems to be connected to the defectors. I recommend issuing a double warrant on Lena, a possible defector just in case. You want to arrest Lena? Her identity? She can only be Lena. Containing it with the strife between Babylonia and Kurno will give them more grounds to bring back that test subject. We'll go with that for now. What about Lucia from Grey Raven? Okay, juicy stuff right here. She's still being monitored, but the Science Council has already determined that nothing is unusual about her. We're just waiting for the Control Court to complete the final steps for their ruling.
As long as everything is progressing as normally. In that case, we'll wrap up the meeting here. Contact me if there are any updates.
He stands up and opens the door, only to find a young commandant who seems to have been waiting outside for a while. Sika. General Wells? Sika salutes him. Is there any news on Lena, General? Unfortunately, there's nothing yet. I believe I can go to the surface and look for her whereabouts. We're both from Iris Warbler and...
We've talked about this many times already, Commandant Sika.
Commandant Nikolai. I understand why Iris Warbler can't be deployed, but Lena...
It's good that you care about your team, but we mustn't be too impulsive. The time will come. Be patient.
He pauses for a moment before heading back to his office in silence. Outside the conference room door with the flickering in use sign is a man of colorful shirt. He leans casually on the wall, waving at a woman stepping out. Ah, Rebecca! Working today, huh? Rebecca looks briefly disgusted upon seeing Norman, but she quickly smiles professionally after sighing. What can I do for you, Mr. Norman? Your birthday is in a few days, isn't it? I prepared a small gift for you. I hope you like it. Norman opens up an exquisite box he has hidden inside the cuffs and reveals a pair of beautiful earrings. How did you find out? I'm still capable of getting my hands on a piece of intel or two. Collins, that guy doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. Two members from the control court walk past him, seemingly accustomed to this scenario. They even nod at Norman with a hint of encouragement in their eyes. Although this ruse of yours has given him a legitimate reason to approach us, you're still being very conspicuous. Rebecca's smile looks the same from the outside, but her eyes are filled with loathing. It's okay. It's worth nothing to my family. Pretending to be passionately pursuing Rebecca, the debauched son of the Norman family never fails to show up outside Colin's office for proper reasons. Get in. Collins is waiting. Don't forget to make an appointment next time. Rebecca sighs before quietly handing the gift back to Norman, but she shakes his head. Keep it. I meant to give it to you. It's a birthday. It's a gift worth celebrating no matter what. Happy birthday. Norman does not seem to be joking, so Rebecca takes the gift once more before stepping aside to watch the smirking man enter Collins' office. Hearing the door open, Collins lazily opens his eyes and smiles. You and your tricks, Norman. It's a shame that Rebecca doesn't seem too pleased with it. Enough with that. You know what I'm talking about. Norman smiles before taking out a piece of scrap paper with the coordinates of the Conservation Area 109 on it. Trojan has been in Conservation Area 109, and she will do her best to delay the task force and the purifying force to finding the test subject. Colin scratches his chin dismissively. How trustworthy are these coordinates? Trustworthy as our friendship. Well, that's something to look forward to. If she finds the step subject, she'll bring her to a place I've arranged. I wouldn't count on it myself, however. I'm happy as long as she can delay them for a little while. And what's next for you? Are you just watching from the sidelines, or are you... You've started the fire. I don't mind adding fuel to it. I'll get you what you want. After all, Norman Corp still needs someone irreproachable to lead them, doesn't it? Colin stresses when he says the word irreproachable. Don't make it sound like you don't want to benefit from it. Oh, of course. Only a fool wouldn't exploit such a good opportunity. Not to mention that it's about time someone cleans up Pikmin's mess. You have to be quick, though. I don't know how long Trojan can stall them. Norman stands and nods, preparing to depart. Remember to contact me if your people find out anything new later. Collins waves as he smiles and puts the piece of paper with the coordinates inside his pocket in his favorite suit. Oh, certainly. I'll tell you about Rebecca's favorite dessert next time. How about that? Norman smiles in response to Collins' jest. It's a deal then. Interesting. Okay, we're back to us now. The morning air clears any feeling of tiredness. You stayed up late discussing your next course of action with Lee last night, and you still feel somewhat drowsy. Grey Raven Commandant. I'm surprised she showed up that quick. The girl with purple hair was knocking on the door with a straight face.
Just call me Bob and B.
Is that your name? I should still address you as Commandant, even though I'm not a Babylonian construct. She performs another complicated set of gestures to greet you, which looks slightly different from one she's performed yesterday. The courtesy of mornings and evenings are naturally different, and so are the greetings and meetings for the first and second. Oh wow, she really by the book. Noticing your confusion, she explains. Well then, let's investigate the Conservation Area 112 today, just like we discussed last night. I've planned our route. Do you wish to confirm it?
Of course.
Receiving your confirmation, Echo picks up a branch from the ground nearby and starts sketching on the floor. This is a conservation area. We'll take this path.
Where's your terminal?
Huh? What is it?
There's a map function on the terminal I lent to you yesterday.
Ah! Oh boy. You take the terminal from her and swipe a few times, projecting a simple topographic map before you. I can't even do that. I done knew she was gonna make a face. That's fucking funny. Hey, I can respect her from taking the time to draw it though, but simple things, woman. She turns away, probably hiding her embarrassment from you. My planned route goes through here, extending to here. She traces 2 paths on the map, but you could tell that she has considered them meticulously, so much so that she even predicted possible enemy locations and areas to avoid.
Ooh, very detailed.
Echo clears her throat before carefully inquiring. Will you bring the others with you? The gentleman from yesterday, perhaps?
No, that's not necessarily.
Despite how much he protests, you convinced Lee late last night not to accompany you, but to follow closely to back you up when needed. If Echo is indeed Colonel's trap, you may plant the element of surprise this way. Let's go then. The construct with purple hair steps outside the room without hesitation. Oh, I forgot we're fighting. I thought this was just a one-time story. Okay, here we go. I like the new loadout here, where you actually see them, like right. Oh, we can't even show my face. You actually see them on the far right, and the new dialogue is very nice as well. This is very, very nice. Model. Okay. This is new. I like this. Oh, that's a new one. Is that a current bot? Ah, dude, this music. So, War of Bastion. Okay. I guess we're fighting. I can't get the power persuaded. Okay, destroy the worm on top of the mountain. We just can't get caught. That's the only problem. We get caught, we're cooked. But I don't know how we're gonna do this. Fuck my over. Holy shit. Whew. Carefree Dot, what's going on? Yeah, you didn't miss too much. I think we're only like 5 episodes in, and we're now working with, oh god, we're working with Lena now to go destroy Utopia, and big lore drop already. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. But this is nice. I like the new dialogue here. I like that you can see the dudes and people now more clearly. The cutscenes already go pretty fucking crazy. And yeah, I'm super excited we're into this now. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, we're getting...
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance.
Okay. Okay.
Kryptonite, but end in life.
Bop. Come on.
Let our determination cut through the
Yeah, you didn't miss too much. But as you can see, also, I've made some changes to the stream. You guys can now see the chat. And if anyone follows, or if people...
restoring order.
What the hell?
Stop your veil
There
of
we go.
ignorance.
Or if people subscribe or anything like that, we'll get a notification. So it's nice. Streaming is up a little bit.
As long as darkness still prevails, we will. Keep
Gah!
moving onward.
And we can now see the views on Kick, which is up here, and YouTube on this side as well. I really like Echo. She's such a dork. She really is. She already showed her colors of being a dork. It was funny. Echo breathes heavily beside you, struggling. Even with your help, the effects of the interferences of her mind are still going to take some time before they wear off. Why would that thing show up here?
Should we retreat to the conservation area?
I can still fight. With the ambush here, we now know that the destruction of the conservation in 112 must be related to Utopia. Stick to our route, and we should arrive in Conservation Area 12 tomorrow morning. There's an abandonment outpost ahead of us. Let's rest here tonight. As Echo explains her arrangements, your terminal suddenly rings. You open the terminal to find a new announcements from Babylonia, the first of which is...
Former Iris Warbler is expected of defecting?
Under the announcement is a blurry photo of which a figure stands next to the armor, holding Echo.
Taisel?
Lena didn't defect or collide with any defector. Echo frowns and interrupts you angrily. That construct was indeed the one who took Sicily and made me away from Constellia. He saved me because he believed I had the potential to become a transcendent, but we parted ways after I regained consciousness.
Why?
If Echo wanted to take revenge on Current while being hunted by both Babylonia and Utopia's Aurora Squadron, she could have easily chosen the Defector's assistance, which is true. No particular reason, we just hold different principles toward things. Righteousness and justice. Do you think they exist in this world? or the things you experience not enough to open your eyes. Only power is eternal. You can only achieve the things you said if you have power. Huh. What a naive child. Go if you want. I won't stop you. You'll die in the righteousness and justice you so insist one day. He and I are seeking different things, which is fine with me. You claimed you're not Lena, yet you said what you said just now is from Lena's perspective. Okay, hey, we don't caught you in that act. Echo never fails to look melodic when she mentions Lena. I met Lena back in Utopia, but she didn't defect, and I never used her identity to collaborate with any defectors either. She helped me tremendously and taught me a lot when I was in Utopia. Now I'm okay. Now there's two things that I'm deducing here. She's either related to Lena or Echo in a sense, so where they're sisters or a mom or something or an auntie, or she was the commandant and she was the captain. That's what I'm getting. Those are the two deductions that I've got so far. All I want to do is destroy Utopia and find Lena. Do you have information on Lena? We got separated when we escaped, but I'm sure she didn't die. She told me she would escape. Lena was a member of Caribou, which was the squad directly under Nikolai's command. You have only heard that each member had different identities, but no one has ever known the truth. Okay, now we know. So they are members of Caribou, whether it's a commandant, a captain, or just a friendly man to another friendly man. One of the two. Is Nikolai aware of Lena's disappearance? How did Eka replace Lena and enter Constellia? Why is she so desperate to find Lena now? I didn't clarify it in the beginning because I would sound guilty no matter how I described it. But everything will be clear once we find Utopia. This still sounds like an empty promise. I'm sorry I can't offer you more right now. But I know that Babylonia probably wants to take advantage of my identity as a test subject. Justice is bound by Echo through the land. When Utopia is destroyed and the Aurora Squadron received their deserving demise, I will go to Babylonia with you. Hey, say no more. Say no more. I'm right there. Salgo, hello. Hello, hello. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. We are knowing so much lore right off the bat, and this is crazy. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Hope the voice acting is doing good and treating you well. That is, if we can uphold our current alliance. I know Utopia has been researching the mind, but I didn't know that he was capable of this already. Who's he? Calling the weapon you encountered during the previous fight, you have indeed never heard of something that can directly interfere with the construct's mind. I need you to connect with me to stabilize my mind so we can enter Utopia. Hey, say no more! I will gladly do that! As for the questions you have on Lena, me, and a war squadron, I'll slowly tell you everything, just like I promised. Your terminal buzzes again. It's Lee's message. He has checked the surroundings and confirmed that Echo is not intentionally leading you to Colonel's trap. Hey, Lee always looking out for me. I don't need you to trust me. We're just using each other to get what we need. The purple-haired girl's eyes glistening with resolve. You'll get the intel in Utopia in the Colonel test subject, and I will find Lena and destroy Utopia. A pleasure working with you. You interrupt Echo seemingly just before she is about to make a speech. From the information you have gathered so far, there is an unquestionable connection between Echo, Aurora Squadron, and the flying fortress named Utopia. Okay, so it's a flying fortress? My morning's going good. Hey, morning's going great. Woke up real early. Went to the gym, ate me some eggs and bread. And now we're streaming. So, morning's going good. I'm almost done reading Atomic Habits, and then I will finally be reading Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I think that's the name. Yeah, I think that's the next book I'm going to be reading. So yeah, morning's going good. Morning's going very good. But I hope you all having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Any new information you can get from her will certainly help Asimov in your plan. And how will Project Winter and Aurora Squadron be linked? When we stop to rest tonight, tell me your story then. That's going to be a long one. Hey, we got all the time in the world. Alright, here we go. Utopia. Oh, God damn! She looked good. She looked good, chat. Oh, God. I'm usually not one for short hair, but hey. I don't mind. I don't mind. Utopia was a wonderful place. I've lived there for as long as I can remember. They took in many children and constructs. Some constructs formed the Aurora Squadron, while others were charged in maintaining the operation of Utopia. Each person in charge of Utopia was Dr. Pickman. Now, I feel like we've heard that name before. Dr. Pickman made many rules for Utopia, teaching us about the truth and justice through beautiful songs, telling us what we must follow them, and so we could contribute to the world when we grew up. Devote everything to kindness and love, never disregard what is righteous. Okay. Interesting. Aww. What? Alicia? Now, what? So I haven't been part of your streams. I've been trying to get better at my voice acting and enjoy my voice. Hey, you're all good. Don't worry about joining the streams if you're chasing your dream. So you're chilling for sure. I understand completely. So you chilling. You all good. Just continue to work. As long as I know that you're working, hey, all that matters. I'm assuming this is Echo when she was younger. Walk in the path of wisdom without arrogance or faltering. Be fair, be just, be humble, be prudent. You're here, Doctor. Wow, Pickman's very detailed on the face. Was not expecting that. Big head baby Alicia. I was gonna say. But I like the character design. Very cute. Very cute. Alicia, did you study hard today? The scrawny, middle-aged man watches the young child longingly with his golden eyes. Of course! Didn't I tell you that I'm going to be the best perfect in Utopia? Oh man, that smile. That smile's cute. I know Utopia protocols like the back of my hand. Good girl. Should I reward you with your favorite snack during dinner? The orange-flavored one you love? Oh yeah, I want to ask if you were part of the game. Wait, I want to ask if you're part of this game. Which squad would you want to be a captain of? Honestly, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I think if anything, I would probably want to be like one of the head honchos like Hazen, Nikolai, and Wells. Because then I could technically watch over every squad. I could watch over every squad. If I was Hazen, Nikolai, or Wells. Because then I'd be able to be part of every squad. Okay. Thank you. The man with golden eyes smiles as he leans down and pats young Alicia on the shoulders. I know Alicia is going to be the best of us. It's almost time, Doctor. Almost forgot the important thing. Come with me for a second. There's something I need your help with for the experiment. Yes, Doctor. Pickman nods at the teacher, and the teacher immediately puts down the textbook and follows Pickman out the door. Adults and their businesses. Her lesson interrupted, Alicia puts down her books at a loss. But study time isn't over yet. What should I do? I'll go and find... Fuck, I keep having a brain fart with her name. Cicely. I'll go find Cicely. Cicely has the best stories, That also counts as studying, I think. Having ruminated about what to do, Alicia happily decides to plan for the rest of her study time. Inside Utopia, a couple of constructs are sitting or standing in a quiet corner, focusing on their work. That's her? Wow! Good morning, Cicely! Alicia intentionally lowers her voice as she carefully runs to a construct with long, purplish gray hair. She holds her skirt up slightly to perform a complicated courtesy. Alicia, is your class over already? I like the purple hair. You don't really see purple hair a whole lot in anime games. You mainly see white hair, sometimes red hair, and just really mainly just white hair. You don't really ever see purple hair. So it's very nice to see it sometimes. The female construct named Cicely smiles gently and tucks away her hair before she reaches out, performing a courtesy in return of gesturing for Alicia to sit down. What did you learn today? The teacher didn't teach anything new. We just revisited the Utopia protocols today. The teacher got called away halfway through class. I suppose there was something important that needed to be done. Cicely looks down, complicated emotions flashing past her eyes. I see. How about I tell you a story then? Yeah! Do you remember where we were last time, Alicia? Little Elsa was going to look for her brothers. Poor Elsa. I wanted them known what to do. Right. Elsa ran into an old woman in the woods. The kind woman told her about the 11-crowned swan swimming along the nearby river. I haven't. I haven't been doing main story stuff yet. I've been doing side story stuff. Oh yeah, you're all good. Excuse me. I did side stories for a little bit, and then, while kind of like taking a break from the main story, I would do the skin stories, which I do plan to do a skin story here soon. I know Luna is like right there, but thankfully I've got a lot of time before that goes away. Excuse me, Jesus fuck. And I know the swim stories are getting ready to go away. I think if they already went away, then oops, I missed them. Then I'll get them back next time. But other than that, though, the side stories are good too. I like the side stories a lot. Right. Elsa ran. Oh, we didn't show me that way. The old woman gave Elsa some fruits and guided her to the winding river ahead of them. After saying goodbye to the kind woman, Elsa walked along the river until she reached the beautiful ocean. The waves from the ocean produced 11 white swan feathers. When the sun was about to set, little Elsa saw 7 crowned swans descending from the sky. Alicia raised a hand to indicate that she has something to say. Alicia, do you have a question? What does the ocean look like? Cicely pauses and tucks her hair away again before holding Alicia in her arms. The ocean is where many rivers and streams converge. It is an endless and boundless, so expansive that it looks like it will go on forever. I've seen a golden ocean when its waves reflected the morning light. I've seen a pink ocean during the golden hours of twilight. I've seen its water at its darkest blue during a storm. Whoa! Alicia listens to Cicely's description longingly. You'll see the ocean one day, Alicia. She smiles as she caresses Alicia's forehead. Really? Like Elsa did? Of course. Little Elsa held on to her kindness and purity, which is why the evil queen's toad magic failed to take a hold. She could only reunite with her brothers in the end because she never gave up. So, there is nothing you need to fear as long as you let nothing change you. Justice is bound to echo through the land, and eventually, the door to the room opens, and a female construct enters, subtly poking Cicely. Nada! Alright, Alicia, we'll end today's story here, okay? I have to follow Utopia's rules and do my job now. Okay! Despite how much she wants to keep listening to Elsa's story, Alicia nods cooperatively. Goodbye, Cecily. Goodbye, Nada. Alicia jumps down from the chair next to Cecily and performs a standard salute before departing. Man, you can already tell shit's gonna fucking go bad here. Ah, I forgot my book. Alicia realizes she has forgotten something before she walks out the door. Turning around, she notices Nana saying something to Cecily. Cecily, you know full well. She's just a kid, Nada. She doesn't understand anything. Don't blame a child for the sin. We should be the ones working hard. Forget it. I was being rash. Alicia is a good kid. Have you found those people? Do any of them show any inclination to escape this place? Oh. Pikmin has been too good to them. Basically flawless. Providing food, sufficient water, plentiful care, and fair rules. They all see Pikmin as their savior, believing that he is sincerely building this place as a real utopia. It's so peaceful, surely nothing will go wrong. That's that. You can't have anything too peaceful here without something going fucking haywire. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in a minute. I released a lot of internal information on the lab, but they wouldn't believe me. Yeah. There are enough supplies in this place. Food, sufficient water, fair rules. Who could say no to these things in a day and age? Does he not love everyone in this utopia sincerely? He's done plenty indeed. He even punished the leading figures who caused a disturbance only because they disrupted Utopia's order. Cecily! Don't get angry. These are the truth. But you know Alzika. I know, which is why I'll think of a way. There's no use rushing, Nada. Have you gotten to the code door outside? So what are they trying to escape here? I've got it. The place is somewhere they'd never think of. I'll arrange what happens later. Don't be impulsive. We will escape this place with Zika and Arabella. Justice will eventually prevail, won't it? Okay. Now I know that Pikmin doing some shady shit here. And these people trying to get out. Enough with these lies for children. We wouldn't have been in this hell if justice exists. Nada pushes the door open angrily and leaves. Oh boy. No, why do you look so sad? I don't want to see you sad, Echo. Oh, man. God! Don't give me that look. Fuck! You can't be sad. Damn! My teacher told me not to interrupt people's conversations, so Cecily also had left by the time I knocked on the door. I don't understand what Cecily was saying back then, but now, she must have thought about leaving as well. Unfortunately, I figured it out too late. Although Echo's sadness seems genuine, you cannot let down your guard just because of a short story. Now, yes, I get, yeah, hell yeah, we can't be too given too quick. Cecily, you seem to have seen this name before. Was it from the annual list of deceased constructs or somewhere else? If Cecily was a Babylonia construct, there must be a file on her up there. Echo lowers her head slightly. The fabled armor-like Colonel test subject sits right beside her, gently touching Echo's shoulder. Why would they want to escape if Utopia was that good? Yes, the bit of Echo style leaking out is important to the story. I'm not saying that it's not important. I'm not saying it's not important. It's just there when I'm reading it. Dr. Pikmin even sounds like a rare artilist from Echo's description. Food, sufficient water, plentiful care, fair rules. Even Babylonia can't guarantee these to everyone who enters a conservation area now. Why would these constructs plan to escape if that was the case? I was the cause of all of these sins. Okay, now you better, that's some big words to say now. Utopia might not have existed if it weren't for me, and they wouldn't have had, but that's another story. Rest. We still have a long way to go tomorrow. She fiddles with the campfire, and the surroundings glow dim. Oh, 0%. Unspoken pain, okay. Episode 6. The dawning sun rises above the horizon, outlining the silhouette of Conservation Area 112. It's right ahead. Ah.
Is everything okay?
My mind is hurting a little bit, but it's the after effects of yesterday's interference. It's nothing major. Let's keep moving. Babylonia has registered Conservation Area 112 as a Hedal Creature Ambush Conservation Area, an outpost destroyed because of the Hedal creatures. These were times when in the story it almost had me cry. Yeah, I don't remember what chapter it was. I think it was Luna and Lucia's Labyrinth, or it was the floating records. No, yeah, no, it was what episode was it? Inscription of Labyrinth, I think it was. Is whenever I saw Lucia and Luna's story, that was tough. I was like, damn, losing their mother and their father like that was crazy. But it's crazy how their writing is going though. The writing in this game is very good. I'm very, very, very happy with it. It was a while before some remains were found in the nearby field, but even those could not be confirmed to belong to residents from Conservation Area 12. However, if Asimov saw records of this conservation area in their internal experiment reports from Fort Winter.
Is the destruction of the Conservation Area 12 related to Utopia as well?
I can't remember exactly, but Utopia did take a lot of people in every once in a while. Some of them were humans, but some of them were heavily injured constructs. I occasionally talked to them between classes, and all I remember is that they seemed to come from many different places. Conservation areas, Forsaken, even Babylonia. Really? Cicely came from Babylonia. As a matter of fact, for some reason, she always shook her head with a smile when I asked about Babylonia, as if she was upset. Echo presses her forehead again.
Your mind is still in pain.
Yeah, but it should be nothing severe.
Let's take a break.
Sounds good. Surprisingly, Echo does not protest your request for once. You chose a somewhat cleaner spot by the road to sit down. You take this time to send Lee all the information you have gathered from Echo's story and ask him to encrypt it before sending it to Asimov. From what you have gathered, Colonel likely has a secret force called Aurora Squadron on the surface based in a flying fortress called Utopia. Dr. Pickman was apparently in charge of the Utopia, and Utopia took in some constructs from Babylonia, as one of them named Cicely. Would Colonel really create a place like that was meant to take in injured constructs and folks from conservation areas out of the kindness of their heart? You quickly finish editing your message before calling for Echo to continue the journey, but you hear the humming of the armor instead.
Echo?
Cicely! No. Father! No!
A mind interference?
You hear a low buzz from ahead of you and notice a drone equipped with a mind disruptor. The mind disruptor? Damn, we really going far. Lee is nearby and you immediately message him for reinforcement while inspecting Echo's status.
Echo! Echo!
Commandant? Echo seems still somewhat conscious.
Ah, shit. Gotta contact Asimov to encrypt the channel.
Poppin' P. Speak quickly. It's risky to contact me this way.
How to stabilize a mind being interfered with this way?
You want me to diagnose it through this through a call? What kind of magical doctor do you think I am?
God damn it, let me briefly describe you what's happening right now.
A device that attacks the mind directly. Asimov finally sounds intrigued. If she's still conscious, connect to her and enter the deep mind. Try to stabilize from within. But it's risky, after all. You have to perform a deep mind connection with her using your mind beacon, and no one knows what exists in the mind of a construct Babylonia hasn't registered. How did you get involved with her?
It's a long story, but this is a temporary alliance.
A temporary alliance?
She has something we want.
If you can bring Echo back to Babylonia before the Purifying Force does, you will be a step ahead of Kurno. It's dangerous, but it is plausible. Be careful. Bring me a sample of that mind disruptor device. I have to hang up. Call me on this channel again if there's an emergency. That's Wolf ends the call. Can you hear me, Echo? Echo struggles to respond to you. I have to establish a mind connection with you to stabilize your mind. Echo raises a finger, indicating that she is ready. Commencing mind connection. Oh! That's nice. That's a nice little touch. Alright, here we go. Oh, cutscene. Hot dude. Very interesting. Is that Sicily? No, it can't be Sicily. This is so fucking cool. Holy shit, she is really fucking short. Oh, it is Sicily. Really? Oh. During the effect, you can attack the enemies in mind to force them into fights and to find a way out. Really? But you have to be careful. So, this place is full of supplies. Okay, so we've got 2 places to go.
What does the world outside look like?
Woohoo! Spin up, spin down, spin left, spin. What's in there? Okay. Exit.
Project Ventura is found. Those kids are dead or else destroyed. Okay.
Damn, that boy is slumped. He is he's slumped. He know he's like, oh man, I'm tired.
What?
There we go.
You can abandon these no-yes ideas and take another look at the previous experience support. That was on direction of mind from the beginning. I still time
Wow. Alright, we got one more spot to look at. He was up all night playing PGR. Yeah, he was gotching. The routine check is done. Among the children, 6 samples are qualified into next round of core division. Physical fitness. When they're trying to find, they all group in the same orphanage. Oh, is that why he's is that why they're taking them? Because that makes more sense if they're taking them from the conservation. If they're taking them from the same group of conservation areas, because they know that they have a higher fusion rate. Wait, hold on. Gravy every commandant's mind connection has to stabilize your mind. You can stay here a while longer. I guess we'll continue exploring. Okay, never mind. Guess we can't. Okay, so now Sicily, I'm guessing, is the knight. It is protecting her. Okay, well, let's go explore a little bit. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Go that way, it seems to be a snowfield. Can I open that door? Yes, we can. Alright. To the snowfield. Okay, we're outside now. Topia's a nice place. Oh, I have to find 3 kit. What? What am I? What? I guess I'm playing hide and seek. Okay. Guess we'll go back to her. Oh. Have you found the 3 kids? What? Can I just go back? Yeah, return to the lab. Don't know what the fuck that was about, but we're just gonna go back. Second floor of Utopia is the living area. Now you can fast travel to the map. I can fast travel? Control critical. I mean, it's pretty cool that they're letting us explore now. We used to not be able to explore. Okay, how many doors are there? Oh my gosh. This better be the right one. Okay, here we go. This is very intriguing to see. Deeper memory seems to emerge in the mind. What time is it about here? Okay. You just got a kid running around, pulling circles. Oh, I can. Okay, go back now. Okay, now if there's anything I'm missing here. What's this? It's a mark left by Lena. Probably the time is wrong. It's coming in another time. Okay, well then we'll leave the stage. This stage is really big and things change depending on the time of day. There's even a mini cutscene if you go to the snowfield at night, but it'll take a while. Best not to get stuck right now. You can always come back later. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just come back later. Well, that's a nice little Easter egg. I don't know what the hell that was. Fuck, I should have read that. 620? Holy fuck. Okay, we won't do that one then. We'll go to the 7 now. Okay, back in the Babylonia shit. Well sits in a corner in silence. The air... I need to get a water after this chapter. Or after this episode. The air in the room is still as a frozen lake. Happen B has entered Conservation Area 112 as planned. Conservation Area 112. It's about time to restart the investigation of Silver Falcon. Don't know who Silver Falcon is, but alright. Well looks up as if triggered by the key word. He takes out the badge with the sharp edges from his pocket. Silver Falcon eager to take off from his palm. Silver Falcon. Has the proposal to restart the investigation and finally passed? The report on Fort Winter has records of Conservation Area 112 on it. They suspected that those two were related, thus improving the investigation. The mission briefing back then. Silver Falcon immediately went to the surface that they received reports of corrupted and hetero creatures' activities. Their objective was to protect the residents of 112 while eliminating as many enemies as possible. It was a standard mission, but they never came back. By the time I found out, every member was listed as deceased. The entire elite squad was decimated in such a simple mission, yet no one suspected any wrongdoing, not even me. Was no one suspicious for real? Wells. Cecily. Oh. That was Silver Falcon. Wow. Huh. That's a fucking lore drop. Damn. Cecily. Nada. Arabella. Zika. Oh, they were taken to Utopia. So they were on the student mission, then they got taken and put into Utopia. No, 20 and 21 are on top, but basically the remainder of what happens in Echo's mind, backstory of what happened to Falcon. Okay, so notes 20 and 21 on the top are basically the remainder of what happens in Echo's. Okay, so I could do those without kind of skipping too far ahead then. If I'm okay,
Then we'll probably do those two once I come back and get my water. Because if that's not gonna fuck any of the main story, then we're just gonna fuck with that. We're gonna get that out of the way.
Is this belated justice even necessary? Will goes quiet. Ozin wants to offer a few words, but he has no idea what to say. Right then they hear a knock on the door. Come in. I finished analyzing the part of the research data that we retrieved from Fort Winter. From what I can tell, their research direction was twofold. Mind fusion and mind replication. There isn't much I could find on the former, as mind replication was the main objective on Fort Winter. I've combed through all the known databases, but I haven't discovered anything else on the mind fusion. Mind fusion. Colonel proposed this idea before, but there was no actual experiment data in Fort Winter. From the text I could announce this, Colonel has proposed something even more extreme upon the foundation of mind fusion. They theorized that one of the requirements for the Ascension Network used to filter the Ascensions was a powerful enough mind. If they could expand the mind to include as many consciousnesses as possible, they could create a powerful enough weapon that one could approach the Ascension Network with a greater chance of becoming an Ascendant.
I'm gonna jump in and check real quick to be sure, since I did. Okay, yeah. Oh, you don't have to do that, but I thank you for that, Carefree. You are the unsung hero. I thank you.
Is that really possible? It's completely unrealistic based on the current theories, but then the purifying voice is beyond the scope of our understanding. Remember the two constructs from Strikehawk? Kamui and Kamu. Colonel has no doubt acquired special means through many unconventional experiments. Judging by how the mind of the two Strikehawk constructs are fused, Colonel's research on this area is apparently quite mature. So my answer to your question is I can't confirm if it's possible. If they are indeed conducting this type of experiment, I suggest looking into the records of defecting and missing constructs. Babylonia constructs would be the best test subjects for them. As Moss returns to the Science Council after the meeting, his terminal rings and he receives a seemingly normal report on the construct frame. Tapping the screen of his terminal, he finds the details of the report listed one by one. War Squadron, Colonel's private laboratory, compatibility between two minds? Is this what comes after Fort Winter file? Minds are more compatible if they live in the same social system under the same rules? Are minds that can highly identify the same set of mundane rules fundamentally capable of passing the Ascension Network's filtering? It doesn't matter. This tile arrives just in time. He deletes the browsing history and thinks for a second before opening another chat window on his terminal. Okay, we're somewhere else now. Okay, we're in the conservation area.
Oh, this is 112. Okay.
Whew. There is no one inside the aircraft before you. Echo leads you to the search inside to no avail, as it appears to have been abandoned for a while.
Is this the flying fortress?
It looks a little different from the massive flying fortress Echo described. Utopia is a fleet of flying fortresses. This is only one of the smaller ones. If necessary, the flying fortress can be disassembled, leaving just the large one in the center. She cautiously bends down and inspects the tracks on the ground. Lena was here. This here, and this here are tracks she left behind. She must have been here before.
It seems to have been abandoned for a long time.
Lena once taught me to read secret codes their squads used. I found it. Here. She left behind clues on the next location she was going to investigate. Go was about to look closer at the hidden codes when static noise suddenly appears from the abandoned, seemingly defective control panel nearby. Alicia? Some audio device seems to have been activated. You hear a raspy voice all around you. No. That's impossible. It's been a while. Alicia, how have you been? It's getting warmer now. Your cooling system had some issues, so don't forget to repair it. Or you can come find me. I'll make you all little problems go away. I'll never go back. Stop pretending. Why? Why are you doing this? Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. Be fair. Be just. Be humble. Be prudent. Wasn't that what you taught me? Oh, it's Dr. Pickman. Why? Why would you betray Utopia? Didn't you write those rules yourself? Every fine rule and grand vision of prerequisites above those foundations or a separate set of rules, obviously. Everything has been a price. I did not teach you that as well. No, it shouldn't be this way. Our Utopia never changed, Alicia. One day you will understand what your father has done, just like they did. You will become my true family. Who are they? Oh, right. You're seeking information on your friends, aren't you, Alicia? Is it Lena from Caribou? I remember her. She was a special one, stubborn, just like my little Alicia, so you had a lot of fun together back then, didn't you? Or is it someone from earlier? Nada from Silver Falcon? She was a bit of a bookworm, wasn't she? Kept telling her not to read so much, they were more or less useless. Or is it? Enough! Alicia. The raspy voice starts laughing unabashedly. One day, you will know what the good work your father has been doing. If you want information on your friends, there are a few backup files in this control panel. You can take them with you. But remember, I'm right in Utopia, waiting for you. The voice disappears before Echo can speak again. Echo? I'm alright. Didn't he say there are backup files on the control panel? Let's go find them. That was Pickman's voice, wasn't it? Yes. I didn't leak our location. I didn't know he found me. You're right, I know you didn't know. I appreciate it. Lee has been monitoring the surroundings during the entire operation. He's not detected any suspicious signals this whole time. I can't understand him. You were going to refrain from this topic, but Echo starts talking unprompted. The Utopia when I was little was genuinely a wonderful place. It was like a paradise written in the books. A place where everyone lived in harmony. But I don't even know when he became like this. I never broke those rules after I left Utopia. I thought Utopia would return to the ways it was if I kept following the rules and defending justice. No! Don't you fucking cry, man! Son of a bitch! Fuck! You can't. God damn it, I hate seeing you cry. Fuck! I'm kicking this motherfucker's ass. I'm gonna stop those tears. I promise you that. I'm gonna stop them fucking tears right then and there. Pickman's ass is going down. Fuck! Echo looks up, her eyes brimming with tears. Everything has changed. She quickly wipes away her tears and turns to look at you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying that at a time like this. The control panels all share common passwords. I remember a few of them. Let me give it a try. Her finger trembles as she punches in the wrong codes a few times. The control panel buzz. Alarmed. God. Fuck! Echo. What's wrong? She hastily wipes her tears again, trying to hide the trails of her tears. Justice itself isn't wrong. But I don't know what to do anymore. What even is justice?
Pikmin gotta go. Pickle Man gotta go. He gone. I'm kicking his ass. He going away for sure. He ain't gonna hurt my woman like that. Fuck no.
Aren't you doing a great job?
I'm doing a great job.
Remember when we first met outside the conservation area? You helped a woman who was just being bullied.
She could be a child's mother or an old man's daughter. Echo helping the woman could mean a full meal for her whole family. No 21 does show eventually what happens to Cicely, so depending on how big brain you are and if you figured it out, it might spoil you. Yeah, judging by what happened and what we're seeing right now, just basing on her little companion that she echoes with, I kind of get the feeling what happened. But we're gonna wait. I don't want to spoil nobody else yet. So we'll go through all of them, all the regular ones on the bottom first. Then we'll hit those two. We won't hold off on it yet. I think I know what happens just basing on, her little friend that's next to her, but could be wrong though. Could be wrong. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll go to the bottom first and then we'll get those top two. Even when she does not know what justice is or what she should do, protecting the weak is already an act of justice.
Words and concepts are never clear. Knowing your desire and doing what's right is good enough.
Is that so? Echo still looks a little lost, but her fingers have stopped shaking. Inputting a code again, she unlocks the control panel. I'm through. She's not crying anymore, and that's okay. Right? Man, I can't fucking wait to kick his ass. A folder sits alone on the screen. Clicking on it reveals the document after document. Each document is a detailed file on Echo's friends, everything from their basic information to their hobbies and interests.
That's...
Father, Dr. Pickman was very nice to everyone. He even remembered everyone's birthday and interest. Everyone in Utopia liked him back then. Can sentiments like that really be a facade? Lena's information is here. Echo opens a file titled ET-0215. Lena. Construct. Squad unknown. Attempted to infiltrate the outer flying fortress of Utopia multiple times. Current status missing? That's great news! Lena's is alive. Well, she may be alive, but she may not be the person that you remember. We've seen it time and time again. Based on the direction she was going to investigate, this is the place. Opening the holographic map on a terminal, she pinpoints the new location.
Near Conservation Area 107.
Another conservation area with a Hello Creature-related missing persons. This is no coincidence. We shall rest here tonight before we keep going. Until then, let me continue the story of Utopia. Okay, hey. Never floats your boat. Now, okay. If that really is what happens, as much as I would like to do the top two, I know we can't yet. We'll keep going to the bottom. All right, here we go. Wait, no, we don't. I need a water first. Let me be right back. I'm gonna get a water, and then we're gonna continue on.
All right, we're back. Ugh. Got my water. Said hi to my ma. We are chilling. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we get back to it? Let's see. Okay, we're good. All right. Episode 8, Blooming in Despair. I was the cause of all these sins. Utopia might not have existed if it weren't for me. Dr. Pickman was always doing experiments and he was occasionally asked for our help. Although he didn't understand what he was doing, we were all happy to lend a hand. He encouraged us to become constructs when the time was right, saying that constructs could help more people. Therefore, I kept going despite how difficult the process was. He was really happy the day my operation succeeded, however... However what? Man, I swear, fuck, I can't wait. This man pisses me off. Cicely, look, operation was successful. Now, she's either going to have two reactions. She's either going to be very happy, or she's going to be happy, but then you can also see, like, the hint of sadness in her eyes. I'm also a construct now. I'll be able to work with you in the future. Alicia? You agreed to be a construct? I did! Father said I would be able to help with him complete more work and enforce the rules in Utopia if I became a construct. I put a lot of thought into picking this frame. Cicely? Yeah, this is the reaction I thought we were gonna get. Fuck. What's wrong? Damn! Fuck! Ah, son of a bitch, I was right on the money. Fuck! It's nothing. I'm just too tired. You've become a construct. It may not be a bad thing. At least you'll have a better shot at leaving this place. Leaving this place? Are you saying we'll go on a mission together one day? I look forward to that. Oh, God, no! Oh, her mind is... she can't. She's so naive at the moment. Fuck! Ah! Yeah. Me too. Cicely's smile looks forced. God, I fucking knew it. Did Dr. Pickman say anything else? He mentioned you. Father took me to a physical examination at the operation, and he said all my data looked good. Just like yours. And he said something about initiating the final plan? Oh, no. I can't wait to fucking sucker punch this guy. What is the final plan? I asked him about it, but he just said it was a grown-up thing. He said it would make us a real family, but I didn't understand the rest. Dude, I'm saying, man, the innocent. So too much pureness, bro. And Pikmin's is gonna fucking fuck that up. God! I see. By the... Man! I kind of get a feeling of what's gonna happen with all of Silver Falcon. I think I know what's gonna happen here. By the way, where's Nana? She told me she had a book she wanted to recommend to me, but her roommate told me that she was gone when I looked for her in her room earlier. Did she leave Utopia? Yes, she did. She was the last one. Cicely, are you feeling unwell? Should we go see a doctor? I'm alright. Cicely smiles with relief, as if she has made a decision. Leaning down slightly, she caresses Alicia's forehead, just like the countless times she did in the past. Okay, now she's either really tall then, or she's just really short. Cicely? Alicia, do you remember the fairy tale I used to tell you? The princess named Elsa? Of course! That was my favorite story. No matter how dangerous or difficult it is, there's always hope as long as you have the righteousness and kindness in your heart. Is that so? Keep it in your mind, Alicia. There's nothing you need to fear as long as you let nothing change you. Justice is bound to echo through the land, and eventually... Several researchers are busy working inside the Utopia laboratory when Pigman opens the door and walks in. Is there still a problem? Yes, Doctor. Rejection and reaction appears whenever we try to fuse different minds together. Yeah, fuck! This marks the 58th internal test subject, and the extracted consciousness still reject each other. The rate of rejection has decreased, but... It's fine. Failure is inevitable. Every path is trust and paved with countless failures. What about the samples from Utopia? We've deployed them, and your direction has proved accurate. The rejection rate of that batch is lowered to 27.25, but didn't you say... Don't worry, I found the solution. We finished preparing. The test subject will go into use as the vessel. To lower the chance of rejection, prioritize planting the consciousness shard from our Utopia's test subject into the vessel's mind. As long as our vessel is steadfast enough, we will be able to cultivate the mind that is strong enough. Father? Alicia, what is it? The new group of residents is misbehaving. They weren't happy with the resources they were rationed, so they took other people's food and water. But we all allocated those resources according to the rules. Alicia complains angrily, and Pikmin just looks at her compassionately. Those are not important anymore, Alicia. Father? Alicia cannot believe her ears as her father disregards the rules he used to care about the most. You can decide if you think it's wrong, Alicia. Do what you want to do. I have to work on the experiment now. This is a very important one. If it succeeds, we'll become a real family. That's a fucked up man right there. Bringing a notice to sign by Pikmin, Alicia disciplines the disruptive residents harshly. Those who injured others have received half rations and are exiled to the outermost part of Utopia until their conduct improves. Everyone receives a set of amount of rations and can work to get extra. How can I take it from someone else? Today's work is almost over, but there's still time until the break. I should go find Cicely. She should be able to tell me the story of Alicia again if she has time. Cicely? Walking past a laboratory that has never been opened before, Alicia suddenly stops in her tracks. She can hear Cicely and Dr. Pikmin talking inside. Oh, I knew this was gonna come. Son of a bitch. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. Have you really made up your mind? I still think it's a little bit of a shame. I was going to save you for last. Although her data is more suitable as a test subject, you fit the vision I have in my research more. Only a mind that has gone through enough hardship can be strong enough. She isn't there yet. But more suitable than her, like you said. Why didn't you choose me in the first place? After all, none of the others were my teammates. However you put it, I'm the only one who can be the core. Perhaps you're right. Do you want to take a look? Our future Utopia? What are they talking about? The door is already open, peeking through the gap that is not technically. Yep. That's what I thought. Alicia carefully widens the gap a little bit and peeks inside, where she sees Cicely calmly standing next to an inactive suit of armor. So, none of the others are all inside now? Yep, that's what I thought. Son of a bitch. Do I finally get to see you again? Nada. Zika. Arabella. She touches the armor's shoulder lovingly. Oh, don't worry. Life stops for all of us here, so none of us will age or die. This is the ultimate utopia. Cicely chuckles ambiguously.
Any other preparations?
You can see them now if you want.
That's it then.
Cicely! Alicia has no idea what they are talking about, but she senses danger intuitively. The smell of blood smells like rust soaked in the rain. Alicia opens the door regardless of the consequences, running towards Cicely.
Oh, what a close-up. Oh, God, that smile. You wouldn't know she's dying.
Alicia? Shouldn't you be... Cicely has specifically chosen to do this during Alicia's work hours. Alicia never arrives late or leaves early, so why is she here right now?
Go back, Alicia. What? What are you doing? I'm too tired, Alicia. I'm going to rest. Don't be scared. Remember what I told you? Justice is bound to echo throughout the land. The storm might have invaded the skies, but the sun will shine on us one day again. But I probably won't make it to that day. I'm sorry, Alicia. I'm just too tired. Please allow me to be selfish this one time. See, more of this world for me, if you would. No! Cicely!
The memory ends here abruptly.
Fuck! Dude, I can't wait to kick this man's ass! I don't remember what happened afterward. That was the first time I found out what Dr. Pickman was doing. He was conducting a horrifying experiment, and the most important ingredients for his experiment were Cicely and me.
I don't know if you care, but the oath gets copyrighted so easily. Oh, well, damn. Well, let's hope I can pass through that little filter. We're gonna see though. If anything, I'll just cut out the audio for that point. It's all right.
Yeah. If it gets it, then I'll just cut it. If not, hey, then we chilling. Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. He made those rules, and he broke them as well. He always told me his experiment was going to make us a real family, but I didn't know.
Echo quiets down, looking mournful.
So, this armor. See Cicely, but not entirely. Inside the armor are a lot of consciousness shards, some of which are quite damaged, while others wake up from time to time. Cicely is acting on instinct most of the time. They classified Cicely as a bioweapon, but most people who tried to connect to her were devoured by her enormous mind. Only I can establish a connection with her.
Because of the strong bond you guys have, I'm assuming.
Pickman didn't know why either, and neither did I.
Yeah, she's protected. Yeah, the strong mind, meaning that she's protecting you. You guys grew up kind of almost in a sense. She watched over you.
She's protecting you. Perhaps, but she wants to protect me, but I just want them to travel this sun-kissed world with me.
Oh. Damn. Okay, well, now that we know what that happens, I'm just going to do 2020 because this is kind of more of like, we kind of know what happens, but like we already know what just happened. Now it's like, okay, let's do this. Oh! Oh! Well, okay, that is most definitely one way to do it. Okay. Well, that was interesting. More fighting. Okay, more fighting. Which is kind of fucked. Bop!
Get out of here. Okay, here we go.
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance.
Okay. Who's that? Running around the lab is prohibited. Yet here we are doing that.
Restoring order. Stop your
Okay.
veil of ignorance. Corrupting light, but end in light.
We'll save our ultimate just in case for one more battle. Okay. This is very interesting. I actually really like this chapter. As much as it's fucked, I like this chapter a lot. Okay. Now we're back here. Routine check is done. Okay, we already know that.
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance.
Oh!
Stir. Corrupting light,
There we go.
but end in light.
Okay, those two are down. Is that a brain? Oh, it's a face. No, it's a brain. Never mind.
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance.
There we go. Here we go.
Let our determination
Pikmin straight up Five Nights at Freddy's and Stripping. Pretty much. Which is absolutely disgusting. Oh, cutscene? Is that us? Whoa, that was kind of clean. Actually, that was really clean. Wow. Okay, here we go. Morning for separation. Crimson is the frozen land throughout which cracks run. Swarming up this way through the mud as they let out beast-like hounds are seemingly endless corrupted. She lies on the ground surrounded by broken limbs. She's unable to think. Her mind filled with vital fluid and now reeks of grass. Please help. When she presses the hidden button on the back of her badge, with what little energy she has left, she starts blinking red, showing a connection that has been established. The construct lies helplessly in the war-ravaged wilderness, her body all but completely destroyed. After God only knows how long, a cleanup construct arrives. Oh, buddy. Half-heartedly, the construct goes through the broken construct limbs on the ground, apparently trying to find something. And there. He pushes away the few powerless robotic fingers and, in his swift motion, pulls out a metal name tag. Oh, another silver falcon. Babylonia, registered as dead. Help. We're still alive. Zerika, Silver Falcon, Babylonia, registered as dead. Commandant Arabella of Silver Falcon, Babylonia, registered as dead. Damn. Poor thing. Contract steps on the Silver Falcon badge that's still blinking red. After which he casts a barely noticeable look at the construct on the ground, as though certain that she's still conscious. Incomprehensible and hoarse, her beg for help makes it way out of her broken vocal system, but falls on Death's ears as it quickly bleeds into the wind. Damn! So unfortunate. Cicely, check this out! The female construct waves a book at Cicely.
Took me a while to find a paperback of this book. How'd you produce this gem in a limited quantity back in the Golden Age? That's Zika. Okay, so Arabella was the leader. So these are just a whole squad of them. Are you sure it's not because no one really... Is he sure it's not because no one really bought it? I mean, I can't really imagine Poetry Children collection of the Golden Age being a bestseller. Hey! Ah, look at her! Alright, stop fighting. Did anyone see Commandant? With a gentle smile, the purple-haired construct breaks her combative teammates apart. In the lounge, got a new mission apparently. And you're also wanted on the mission too. When you just got back from a support mission, I feel like the Department of Labor is going to start breathing down our necks if you work another day. I'm totally okay. I volunteered myself for the support mission, hoping to lend people a hand. And the conservation area they're headed to is part of the reason I volunteered myself too. Hey, are you sure? Are you pulling out all the stops looking at those kids you saved? You've been swinging by whenever you could, and you've been giving them your share of supplies. They're just kids after all. So I thought I'd drop by every so often to make sure no one's bullying them. Same. The Commandant said the mission briefing yet. Let's see. You are to eliminate the corrupted and hetero creatures in Conservation Area 1112 and protect the residents. A protection mission, huh? Hey, stop showing that, ooh, it's so easy face just because it's a protection mission. Everything we do now, we're doing it for the future of Earth, and every fight we've been through, it builds up and readies us for war that will eventually come. I'm gonna go get myself ready now. You coming with me, Cecily? I'm gonna have a quick chat with General Wells. Catch with you in a bit at the lounge. Okay. Conference room. Wells is sitting at the conference table, going through the reports after a meeting, when he hears knocks at the door. He speaks without looking up. Come in. General Wells? It's been a while, Cecily. Is everything okay with my proposal? Still under review. The best that Babylonia can do for the kids at the moment is to take care of them collectively in the conservation areas. Babylonia can only consider taking them in if they're exceptionally excellent or if their parents have made exceptional contributions. And that's how we're going to go about it, even when we know that that's not fair to the kids? Yes, that's exactly how we're going to go about it. Even when we know it's not fair to those kids. Things aren't so black and white, Cecily. From little supplies, I have to point out to you. Justice will eventually prevail, and righteousness will find its way back to the people. I remember this is what you once told me. Babylonia just can't take everybody in, you know. Says Roz as he shakes his head. When it comes to Babylonia, there are certain things in which not even Wells himself nor Hazin gets to say. Apologies for getting ahead of myself. I know you were just trying to be fair with every child, Cecily, and I understand that every child represents hope leading to the future, but there is only so much we can do for them right now. Cecily has been Wells' best student, and she seems in constant pursuit of perfection to the point of being stubborn. And while there is nothing wrong with that, that doesn't seem like a luxury their current situation allows. By the way, we're assigned to a new surface mission and we may need to leave right away. A new surface mission? And it didn't come through me first? Well, it makes a barely noticeable frown. It's a corrupted attack, and I guess they didn't have the time to run it by you. Anyhow, I'll be working on improving my proposal from before while I'm away. Cecily Termos beeps impatiently. Well, I've got to go now. Guess I'll see you around then, instructor. Now I see why Wells was so... You could tell he was like a bit sad or like reason with like, oh, we get to split them up. Because it's kind of more of like he thought of them as like, yes, they were students. So he thought of them as his they were his students. They're like their best at the best crap of his students, and to see them gone without no reason, I could see why he was like upset with it. Oh? Was that Wells speaking? Cecily jolted awake, her forehead wet with concentrated liquid. Cecily? How are you feeling? I'm okay, just had a nightmare. Moments like this teach us to remain calm in the inside and be at peace. Nada is trying to cheer Cecily up with this world's latest copy of poetry collection of the Golden Age. You're probably the only person around who actually buys into this stuff. Well, this is just... You aren't gonna say food for the soul, are you? Come on, I'm still feeling full from breakfast here. Chill, Zika. Nada is just trying to cheer me up. Facing the person monitoring her and blinking camera behind her at the back, Cicely starts communicating with Zika and Nada using their secret sign language. Where is the commandant? In the West Wing. That's when you know they've got chemistry, when they're doing crazy shit like that. They're doing sign language. Yeah, that's when you know you've got really good chemistry with a team. There are pipes to escape with. You sure we can't trust the informant? Yes, I've double checked with Alicia. Wait a minute. Alicia is a good kid. She's been leading the life of just a righteous person, following all the righteous rules of this place. It's a real shame she wouldn't be born into a place like that. She would be born into a place like this. Which is why they made up their mind that if they knew how to leave this place, they'd take her with them too. Nada, weapons are ready. Nada is probably the only person in this world who can put together usable weapons in a place like this. Cicely gently claps the broken silver falcon badge in her palm. She tries to formulate her next step. No. Don't go! We do as we planned. Move tonight. Zeke and Nada look their way to the barely noticeable nod. She just might have a chance to get a hold of Wells if she can leave this flying fortress. Who's speaking? Is it Alicia? Cicely? Cicely? Are you okay? Threads of concite liquid from her forehead make their way to the strands of her hair by her ears, red along of snakes slithering into her mind. Even worse, they were sacrificed in Colonel's scheme. They didn't even get the dignity of dying in battle. Yeah, that's the fucked up part. Like they were just like, oh, you're gonna be a sacrifice to help become a better family or a fuller family. You won't even get to die fighting. You're just gonna get sacrificed, which is even more fucked. I'm okay. Nothing but a nightmare. So what's up, Alicia? And that one line of words she used to believe with all of her heart replays in her mind, a cold, condensant liquid oozes out from her artificial skin. Father said he couldn't go to class with me tonight because he was busy. Do you have time, Cicely? Of course I do, Alicia. She strokes Alicia's forehead lovingly as Alicia looks back this way, her eyes filled with trust, all the while unaware of the emotional turmoil Cicely is going through. Yeah, she probably just saw one of her friends. She probably just got word that her friend just died. Alicia is a good kid, the one and only flower to have grown out of Utopia's rotten soil. Their first runaway attempt came to naught. A ventilation pipe failed them, catching Aurora Squadron's attention and causing them to activate their mind disruptors immediately. Seems like you're going to make one fine addition to the first batch of Utopians. The machine beeps coldly as a liquid is released into the vessel. Ah, such wonderful data. Babylonia sure built you well. She'd never seen Annabelle and Zika again. Seems like we have a guest. Let's go there. I'm putting myself at great risk here fabricating these records, so I'll need you to give me my money now so I can run for it. Wow! This two-faced son of a bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? Huh. Wow. Huh. Wow. No. Cicely? No. Wait. A new surface mission. It didn't come through me first. It's a corrupted attack, and I guess they didn't have time to run it by. Oh, man. This fucking dude. All set. Can't let Zeke and Arabelle. Calm down. Broken beyond recognition, the Silver Falcon badge has been left to rot in the snowfield. Afloat in the vessel, Nada is drained of life. The armor in front of her turns around slowly. I'll see another one in there. At Utopia, there is no pain, where eternity prevails. Nana was the price they had to pay for their failed runaway attempt this time. They acquired the password to open the door that would set them free, and they would even felt gusts of wind all around them. But their hard work all came to no avail. Cicely? It hit Cicely just now that, with the other three gone, the only silver falcon still alive is Cicely herself. Yeah, I'm okay. Nothing but a nightmare. Fuck, dude, that's so fucked. It pains her to think about that time when no one responded to her call for help after she came across an unusually large group of corrupted. It pains her to think about that time when no one answered her after she pressed an emergency contact button on her badge. And it pains her to think about the time where her whereabouts became an open secret during her escape attempt. If entering this place means she can go back in time. If entering this place means she can meet them again. If entering this place. Beyond the skylight, the hazy skies are heavy with pent-up ash, gray clouds. And before she knows it, drenching rain starts to come down as fast and hard on the windows. She can't remember having ever seen the sky since she came to Utopia. Does she hold a grudge in her heart? It appears so at times, but then there also seems to be none at all. All of her pent-up frustration from being betrayed and failing to escape seems to have vanished bit by bit as time goes by. So let it all come to an end here. This, she figures, is probably for the best. So long, Silver Falcon. Please forgive her for running away. Sorry, Alicia. Please forgive me. I know I shouldn't be asking this after leaving you there on your own, but if the sun ever comes out, see more of this world for me, if you would. God, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. That one was tough. That's tough. Wow. Wow. That was absolutely insane writing that they have done here in this chapter. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably up with top 5 of main story chapters so far. Why, it does not get any crazier or any better than that, as fucked as it is. Insane. Fucking insane. Alright, here we go. This will be the final one we do, but then I gotta get going. Episode 9, Indir. Dude, I was at a loss for words. Whew. There's been a wave of new Hero creatures attacks here around recently. Several constructs who went out patrolling disappeared, and the people inside the conservation area are rightfully scared. Oi, you there! Don't move! Who are you? Babylonian Task Force. I'm here on a mission. You should have received a notice from me. The staff member inspects your identification thoroughly before opening the door on the side. Small groups of people gather inside the conservation area, muttering and discussing something. Seeing Echo and you approach, they all pretend nothing is going on and cautiously disperse.
In the lab stage from earlier, there's a note that explains why Pikmin killed them one at a time. The reason being the mind is more likely to merge if the sacrifice loses the will to live. So he did it to break Cecilia as well. That's even more fucked. Wow. This man is pure evil. Wow. What? Sheesh. God damn. Oh, that's fucked. I can't wait to fucking see this dude gone. This is fucked, bro. Ah! What the hell? Oh, I can't wait till to get to the end of this one. I can't wait for the short film on this one. This one's gonna go crazy if I can get it right. Wow. Oh, wow. God damn. Okay. Whew. Let's get back into this. Something's amiss. People in the conservation area under Babylonia should not have reacted this way when they saw a commandant sent here to investigate. Back in the other conservation area you were investigating, some of them were glad to see Babylonia's arrival, while others were mad that it took Babylonia took so long to send someone here. But none of them were this alert, as if they are all protecting a secret. It should be fine, I think. It doesn't seem too strange to me. Doesn't the first chapter of the regulations of conservation areas emphasize with the importance of remaining alert and being cautious of outsiders? I don't see what's wrong with how they're reacting. You're quite the expert with regulations. The regulations of conservation areas are written into a thick tome. You wonder how she managed to memorize every rule on it. I just thought the book was a great referencing material, so I read it a couple times. The systems written there are different from what I've learned. Did you used to learn those things? Did you used to learn things like this as well? We all learned from the same book before Utopia changed. Inside the book were all rules we needed to follow in Utopia. It's different from the regulations in conservation areas. Similar, but not the same. Utopia's rules emphasize fairness and justice, kindness and virtues. It's requested of us to treat our people kindly and respectfully. The rules were so loving that they didn't seem to belong in this era. Meanwhile, the regulations of conservation areas warn us about outsiders and refugees coming from beyond. Oh. Utopia's rules didn't mention anything similar? Utopia's rules taught us to find Dr. Pikmin if we ran into problems. He would help us solve everything. Lena said that was wrong. Dr. Pikmin couldn't possibly help everyone this way. But Dr. Pikmin said he wanted to create a utopia on Earth, a place that was peaceful and decent, fair, and just somewhere people could exist lovingly. But Echo stops talking. Did Lena's message mention what she planned to do here? She mentioned seeing Colonel's people around this area, and she was coming here to investigate. It's those people. Echo quickly pulls you away to hide. Not too far away from the outer side of the conservation area stands a group of people in strange uniforms. Now, this is either Colonel or the Purifying Force. And it's probably going to be, if it's the Purifying Force, it's Isurus. Those are the combat uniforms, oh, never mind, of the Aurora Squadron. What are they doing here? You sneak toward them while hiding in an alley. The Aurora Squadron soldiers say something to the residents, and the residents all drop their tools in their hands to follow the soldiers away from the conservation area. A few soldiers lead to the front while the rest bring up the rear as if worried that the residents are going to run away. What are they doing? An obviously external force entering the conservation area should have alarmed the guards, so why are they not here to stop them? Let's follow them. Right after they leave the safe zone of the conservation area, the soldiers begin to create strange trails of fighting on the ground. That's the Hedorah creatures? Time's running out. Go after them. Okay, are they sacrificing them to the fucking Hedorah creatures? All this pain and we don't even know who Lena is yet. I'm saying we don't know shit about her. We're going through all this shit just to find this one woman. But along the way, we're finding out some fuck shit. Ugh.
Okay. There we are. Whew. Okay. Who is that? Man, don't fucking spoil us. Man, fuck out of here, son of a bitch. Alright, I guess we're fighting. I was about to, what is happening? I was like, why are we... Come on. Well, let's fucking roll. Holy shit, there's a lot of them here. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There's more. Yeah, y'all going. Skadoosh. Bop. Alright, good work.
As long as darkness still prevails, we will keep moving onward.
To your surprise, the residents you saved do not look happy after you chased the Royal Squadron away. Oh, damn it! Did we miss the chance? Why? Why would you do this? The gentleman promised us water and food and warm clothes. Those things came with a price. They are going to experiment on you. No one cares! Gentlemen told us we could become their family as long as we followed their rules. Aw, Pikmin, I'm surprised he's still alive. Why would you stop us from entering Utopia? Those people have left. You can't go to Utopia today. That is not a bad voice for her. I appreciate that. My voicing for girls, I would say it's gradually, very slowly getting better. I would say it's very slowly getting better. Go back to the conservation area. It's late now. This place is not safe anymore. The disappointed resident glares at Echo, but Echo ignores him as if she is used to it. Do you really think such a good thing exists? Certainly! They promised us! We need to follow them! You wanted to follow them because you wanted to live, right? Who doesn't want to live? Do you think only big shots like you deserve to live in this world? We also want to live. Commandants and soldiers fight. Farmers farm. Everyone has to work hard to survive. The conservation area offers the same if you work hard. Water, food, warm clothes, and more. Do you really want to be their family, or are you just lazy? You! Accusing others won't get you away from your own problems. You already believe what she said, don't you? Why else would they have stayed instead of running away from the Aurora Squadron? That's good. Keep up the great work on your voice acting. Hey, I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. I do. Thank you. The woeful man walks away angrily. No longer berething Echo, he just joins a few other residents and begin the way back to the conservation area. A few are missing. Did they leave with the Aurora Squadron? Yeah. They were stealthy and joined the soldiers as they left hastily. Echo lets out a quiet sigh. Some people are definitely seeking an easier life in this world, while others are at their wits' end, no longer motivated to go forward. Instead of an easier life, it's more like a way out. Stop overthinking it, Echo. Echo sighs again. Right. I haven't thanked you yet, Commandant. Hey, you don't need to thank me. When I escaped Constellia and decided to look for Lena, I found a bunch of conservation areas like this one. You mean? Pikmin hasn't given up on his plan. He's taking advantage of the mobility of his flying fortresses to build many incomplete utopias like this everywhere. Now, my question is, why haven't we even fucking figured out that this damn thing's flying? We should have picked it up on satellite. They usually indoctrinate the residents by enticing them with plentiful resources. They can tell them that they can become their family if they follow their rules, as well as well-behaved ones can enter their utopia. I saved some residents like them before, but none of them believed the word I said. You were the only one who spoke up for me. Thank you. Hey, don't you worry, I got you.
Remember the story you told me? Justice is bound to echo through the land.
Oh yeah. Don't be afraid, Alicia. Justice is bound to echo throughout the land. The storm might have invaded the skies, but the sun will shine again on us. Shine again on us one day. Yasirski. Oh, is that the... No, that's Lena. That's Lena. There's nothing to worry about. Even when the rules here begin to crumble, even when you are trapped in this quagmire, at least you're still alive. You can still dismantle everything. There's no time to waste. Let's go. Blurry memories linger in her mind. Something has been shattered in her heart, only to become the foundation of a stronger wall.
Echo?
Sorry, I got carried away. What were you saying?
We can follow the trails of the Aurora Squadron to their base. Time is short. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, moving on. I think that's a good stopping point. We are 15 out of 30, so I want to say we're halfway. Yeah, we're a little over halfway, so that's very nice that we're a little over halfway. Now, I gotta check something really quick here. Codex, collections, story cutscenes. Now, is this the one that you were talking about? No, wait. Oh, wait, those are cutscenes for event. Cutscene 2517. Okay, so we have not missed any cutscenes, which is nice to know. Okay, but I'm sorry, Laura, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I would say, after you, I want to say we go back to the floating record, or we go straight into the next main story, which I'm fine with. Well, yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. You know, we ended on a good point to where it's like, oh, hey, let's go follow them to their base. And now we're there. So that's a good spot for me. That's a good spot for us to be. We made some really good headway in this stream. I'm hoping to either get it done Thursday or be very, very close to getting it done on Thursday. And then Saturday would be the finishing it up, moving on to the next story. But yeah, I think we are making some good headway. Now, I'm not going to lie either. The short films, I'm going to be backed up for a minute because we are just going one story after the next story after the next story. And we go from me being in Chaos Unsnarled, then to going to fucking Noctis's story, which we are a part of, which I was not expecting us to be a part of, to then going into Everglowing Justice. So I'm like 3 short films that I got to get on that. So it's going to take a minute for everyone. But it'll come. Don't worry, they will come. And even if I do get caught up with all the content in PGR, the short films are still going to come out. Now, what the hell is going to happen with the streams? I have no clue. We're going to have to figure that out. Either way, though, still going to be fun. Still going to make it fun. I'm still going to get them short films out. Streaming I probably won't worry about it till I get there. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point for us to be at. Man, we are making headway. I really, really like this chapter. This chapter reminds me of Liv's main story. I think that was in the Fate one. No, it wasn't. It was a disaster. Wow, we've come a long way. The Surviving Lucimen, yeah, chapter 17. That reminds me of that. It reminds me of that chapter just on, steroids and with how fucked the story is. But it's really good. I really am enjoying it so far. But anywho, yeah, I'm really enjoying the story. I'm really enjoying the journey of just going through the game, learning the characters, learning the story even more. And yeah, the community is awesome. Everyone who's watching is awesome. I'm very grateful that I'm doing this. So yeah, I'm very grateful. But I don't want to keep you guys here any longer. I'm gonna get on out of here. I gotta get ready for work. So on that note, Thursday morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will be continuing on with Everglowing Justice. So on that note, everyone, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, and I will see you all bright and early Thursday morning, 6 a.m. All right, I'm out. Peace.